Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, our players are...
Hi, I'm Higgimus, Corporal, First Class, and I play a Giff.
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. Get my name right in a second. I play Braxon, who is a human fighter from an asteroid close to Brow.
Hi, I'm Yeldan Sharpeye, a Elven Ranger from Realm Space.
I'm Ockar, human paladin from Brawl.
I'm Levalithana, an elven wild mage.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Lafdul Moonglade. He is many things. Sometimes he's an elf, sometimes he's a human. You know, he's a bit of everything. And he's also a collector of fine wooden utensils.
And pretty soon he might be a monstrous dinner.
He may just choose to be something repulsive.
And then it turns out that you chose pickles, and it turned out that the monsters being monstrous like the pickles. Alright, so we left off last time. You guys had basically just woken back up from a night's rest. So, go ahead and... I believe we already did all the spells and everything. I'm pretty sure we did that. There was some talk about what you were going to do. There was some... You wanted to try some things like use the tarp to shade you as you were walking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we get hit points back or not? I think some of us were too hot, weren't we?
If you did, I gave it to you last week. So,
right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not changing everything. I'm going with what I got.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wanted
so.
to wrap up everything last week so that I could specifically, you know, we could just dive in this time.
Yep.
You've got notes down of who's got Endure Heat and who's got Auras of Comfort.
Yes.
Alright.
I do.
So I do have 3 spare Auras of Comfort, so...
3 spare Auras of Comfort?
Yeah.
You had 5 of them?
The spare... Yeah, pretty much reserving what second level spells. No, one's for me and 11, and the other one's just a spare.
Still, I'm surprised. Okay. So... yeah, it looks like,
Master of Utility afterwards today.
You had, Endure Heat on Higgimus, Braxon, Ockar, and Yeldan, and Auras of Comfort on Lafdul and Leva.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the camel's pretty good at enduring the heat anyways, yeah.
Is it a camel? I actually found I didn't write that down.
I have a camel.
I think you got a camel this time.
Yeah, I have a camel written down.
Okay.
That's awfully inconvenient being a wild mage sometimes.
Sometimes it's very convenient.
If she gets a wild surge and it's higher, can she actually choose something higher?
If she knew about it, maybe.
No, my thing is, because if you don't get if you get a wild surge and obviously it's lower, you get the one denoted below, but you can't choose an opt to go the one above. If you happen to get a wild surge, it gives you more power. Can she or not?
Since it does operate that way, where the higher level you are, the more options you get, then yes, I would. I believe because some of those higher level options are a lower level thing, but with like full tack and harness or something like that. So you might get that instead.
If I may, I don't think so. I don't think it should be because Leva doesn't really know that she casts at higher level. So she actually goes for camel. She wants a camel. She doesn't want a griffin or whatever it is. Even if she could, she would now want a camel.
Well, it's going to depend on the situation. I mean, like in this situation, you don't want anything other than a camel anyway. So
yes,
you might just
really
get a camel with full gear.
Yeah. Certainly, since the higher level versions oftentimes have, like, you know, when you hit one level, you get just the camel, and then at a higher level, you might get the camel and the harness kind of thing. So the first thing that would happen is definitely camel and the harness. Sometimes I might.
Does it specify harness? I thought it's just
choose something else, like if you wanted to get the griffin. I mean, like if you weren't trying to get the griffin, but a griffin would be useful anyway. Like you're just trying for a horse, and then I roll higher level, you might get the griffin anyway, kind of thing.
Okay.
What level
I
should
may
you get
choose it.
Griffin?
We don't want an elephant, I can tell you.
Dang
We couldn't feed it. We couldn't give it enough water.
It wouldn't matter. I just got unsummoned. It's a conjuration. I don't think it's a literal physical. Well, I mean, it is physical, but I mean,
There's a slight difference between an animal that drinks practically nothing at all and an animal that might want to drink, let's say, 4 or 5 gallons in one go.
I think camels drink.
Camels
they
drink
just-
a lot.
I
They
think
just
they just store it.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
storing it. It takes like a week before they start suffering from dehydration. Assuming that they got full.
Yeah.
Maybe
when
Don't-
you
don't
summon
we
them,
steal it? Don't we steal it from some stable? So it probably was fed.
well,
standard quo.
part of the problem is so. Yeah, it comes from somewhere. Like you're not conjuring it from nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The question is where, since no one has ever discovered any place that suddenly has missing camels or horses or donkeys for a day, so far as anyone knows.
I don't think we get the exact same camel every single time.
Oh, I don't know about that. There's a certain horse level keeps stopping. It keeps staring at me.
But even then, she's only gotten it twice.
No,
Well,
there was
yes.
that mule on the other side.
And the mule, we didn't get every single time. I don't believe so, at least.
Oh no, that mule, you got the same mule every single time. It was not happy with you guys.
Well, we didn't get it every single time with the horses, so we're not exactly sure if we're getting it every single time with the camels either.
Does someone have a speak with animals spell?
I have access to it.
I
but
mean,
I don't have it
well,
memorized.
The only reason we got the mule every single time was because a certain dungeon master found it funny.
I don't think so. I distinctly heard him roll the dice when it was the matter of did we get the same horse or not.
Yeah, but what about the same mule? I don't remember that.
Uh-huh.
If you really want the answer to this, you could at some point when we're not going to die, you could get Lever to summon an animal and then ask it where it comes from and see if you can cast a spell to go back with it.
Mm-hmm. That might be an idea.
That would be quite interesting because you might get stuck there. Okay,
Anyway.
so you get going. So first, go ahead and set up your party order and kind of determine for me how you're doing this sale thing to shade you guys.
All right, so it probably wouldn't protect a bunch of people, but I can hold up our.
You do have some poles.
Yeah, so use the poles, put them in the rivets that would normally be used to kind of hold it up, and lash it together on the top to kind of hold it on there, and carry it like at 4 corners type of thing.
Like a goalpost.
The
Okay.
thing is,
Okay.
the people towards the sun won't get the shade, and we'll have to talk.
Oh, well, we're all going towards the sun. Sun's dead ahead. Are we heading upwards or downwards?
front,
See,
Downwards.
downwards.
Just because that's easier.
Right. Okay. Well, it's just a few people who are in front of Higgimus.
Yep.
I was thinking if Braxon and Higgimus walked side by side, the right width apart, we could hold a pole each.
Yeah. And then 2 people in the back. So the 2 people in front aren't going to be protected fully, but maybe their head will be.
So
covered.
how far apart are these poles?
How big was the tarp?
I don't think you guys specified, but I'd probably say it's about 20 by 20.
Right.
So between me and Braxon, 5, 10,
20,
15,
so
20
that's-
right there.
4 squares.
And then 2
4
people.
squares.
Yeah, so me, Braxton hold the one. Oh, sorry. Let's do this. Braxon, come down here to the front quarters.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to draw. Go away. Where's the undo button?
You click it and
Select it and delete it.
I did it for you.
Thank you.
What happens if we try attaching the pill
And
to
then
Sten?
If you can hold the back left one.
Well, I don't know. You'd have to try
Gotcha.
attaching the pole to Sten to see what he did. What'd he do?
Sten punches you in the face.
Maybe.
That'd be
Sten
fun.
isn't that mean.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, god damn it.
I'll hand Stan and be like, "Hey, can you hold one of these corners?" And I'll hand him the corner or the pole.
So
We
you
would
you hold it
appreciate
out
it.
to him, and he just stands there, looking straight ahead.
So no. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Ockar, if you can grab the back left one, that'd be great.
I got
Your
you.
character.
Back left?
Yeah, here.
I'm trying to find where we are.
There you go.
Actually, Leva goes to Sten and takes him by his hand and says, "Come with me. You're needed to help."
So
Wait, can
his
you do
arms
that?
are by his side, since you haven't actually started moving yet, and you try to take his arm. You are physically incapable of moving it. You can hold onto his hand. You know, you can put your hands around his hand, but you are physically like you try moving it, and
Lafdul has an idea.
it doesn't move at all.
Lafdul saw that Rhaegar, didn't he? He saw that projection. What if he used the hat of disguise to turn into one?
Oh,
Oh, god.
interesting.
I'm going to try
Try.
that. Yeah, I'm going to try turning into a Rhaegar.
Okay. Having only experienced one Rhaegar, you kind of mold yourself on the one that you saw in the projection. And no one else has really seen one. Like,
We
Ockar,
saw the
Higgimus,
projection.
Braxon, and Leva have heard of them. Some of you more than others. Braxon would probably be the most familiar with stories about them. Whether you actually do look like one, no one knows.
I should have done this in the council. No, I don't know. I don't want to tell them about my hat.
No.
Well, the
No,
thing is
but
that
I
in
could just-
general, most people don't actually.
Shape change.
Well, no, most people don't actually know Rhaegar. Like, I mean,
No,
like,
this creature might
they
recognize
they
it,
know
though.
of them, but they've never met them. And Leva, your hit point bar is kind of borked.
Yeah, I in this
What's wrong with it?
newfound form, I try and command this
Look at it.
Oh,
Stan to pick a pearl. I say, Stan, take this pearl.
He does not respond to you at all.
Stan's being awkward.
Just stop
Quite
crying.
clearly, his name is not Sten.
Oh, that's Stan. If
Uh-huh.
if he doesn't like Stan, he can voice his opinion on it.
Until he voices his opinion, that's what he'll be called.
I roll. Come on, let's
You are assuming Sten is a boy. Might be a girl.
Oh, it could be Stan Letter or something.
So yes,
know,
he
if you
does not
gave-
respond at all.
If you gave Sten that book of yours, they could be a stenographer.
All right. Well,
Well, that
all
killed
this
it.
isn't working, then we'll just deal with it. All right. So the hold the floor pulls like this. So I guess the people in front, maybe only their head would be kind of shaded a little bit, and then the people in the back and the people in the middle would be kind of shaded.
Actually,
Actually,
If
right
we,
now it would be Ockar and Braxon because they're on the side of the sun.
Oh, I thought the sun was dead ahead.
We're
Yeah.
not
No,
going
you
to the
turned
head anymore.
you turned with the shoreline of this lake of metal.
how exhausting
right.
is it for me to use levitate on my ring?
In like it depends on what you want to do.
If you
I
want to
could
hold
give
a
one of...
corner,
No, not a corner. Put some shade in front of one of the people that are exposed. I don't know, levitate a shield in front of them.
that's slow down our move.
The exhaustion would be similar to you actually carrying it. So in other words, if you wouldn't want to do that, like physically carry it, then you wouldn't want to levitate it.
Strain.
Telekinesis it.
I wonder if we could pull the cloth over the side a little bit, because Braxon could look out the front and not look out the left.
I mean, it's pretty easy to manipulate it a little bit, so... Alright, so with this kind of configuration, you get going.
Yeah.
There is a strong wind, which does blow into that, so it creates a pretty loud flapping sound as you're moving, and it definitely does slow you down a bit. The breeze does help, but it is extremely hot. Like, in no time at all, you're sweating up a storm, dripping off your foreheads and everything like that.
Holding onto a metal rod that's heating up.
I think there would.
No, not metal, though wood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which, I mean, they're still warm, but that's not as bad as metal. It's not conducting that much heat.
Oh, every, like, I don't know, half an hour or something, Lafdul's going to offer refreshments because they're holding a pearl. You know, just make the rounds.
Well, I don't think anyone needs to hold it with more than one hand, so...
Yeah, I know, but they can't exactly go away unless someone's like, here, hold this while I go over there.
No, but...
So I'm just going and grabbing the water.
Everyone has canteens of water and water skins. I mean, you could bring them replacement water skins if they run out. Okay, so...
Lafdul's just trying to be useful.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so, you get going. First 2 hours are fairly uneventful, although... Yeldan, give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom. Alright.
I just realised that there was another spell that I wanted to take. Oh well. Tomorrow it is.
My wisdom is 16.
Okay, Yeldan, you haven't seen any plants in quite a while, not since that pillar of rock, and there were some plants in kind of the shady spots. But you are starting to notice that there are small insects around. Not flying ones, crawling ones. And you notice them because they have fairly shiny shells. They're pretty small, though, from what you've seen.
By pretty small, what do you mean?
Oh, scarabs.
Fingernail size.
I'm like, oh no.
No, I mean, like they're not. They're not a type that you recognize exactly. They do appear to be some sort of beetle, perhaps, or you think you may have seen a few centipedes. But they're the ones that you've seen so far, at least, are no bigger than your thumbnail. For the beetles, and maybe like 2 joints of a finger for your for the things that you think are centipedes.
Keep an eye out for insects of unusual size, I point out. I say.
Okay.
Do they look edible?
Yeah,
they're not like bugs Yeldan is familiar with, so he couldn't say one way or the other, but he does know
like
that
crunchy.
When you're really desperate, or if you're from a culture, bugs in general can be pretty edible. But Yeldan, their carapaces are very, very shiny.
Can I attempt to scoop one up, or scoop a couple up into a tube, or fill a flask up with them?
You're
I could just grab one.
Well, I mean,
I'll ask.
Hold on. Yeldan hasn't said that he informed the rest of the party yet.
I apologize.
Just said might want to keep an eye out for insects of unusual size.
Yeah, and that's why I said, are they edible?
No, Lafdul's going to start paying attention to that now, because he knows he needs to keep a diary on these kind of things. Getting a specimen,
So people carrying the poles, carrying the tarp, they're not going to be able to go do that.
No, I will try and look out for them. And see if we can spot one. I'll try and grab one with my ring.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Yeah. Lafdul versus Scarab. That's what the viewers want. I think my FAQ was 15. Bear with me. I don't know what my... Oh, base FAQ.
Yeah, base FAQ.
17.
Okay, you do manage to grab a beetle and bring it close to you. It's there in the air, scrabbling its legs. Its shell is kind of almost seems like a metallic brown in color, and that's kind of what tipped Yeldan off, was that he was seeing some shiny things that were moving. And when he started paying attention, he realized that they were insects. It has like most insects that you're familiar with tend to have long, oblong-shaped carapaces. This one is more dome-shaped.
Dome-shaped?
Yeah. Now, as soon as you bring it into the shade of the tarp, the legs, which were scrabbling, they start scrabbling even more wildly.
Oh, I wonder if it doesn't like the darkness. Would it be cruel to see what happens? I mentioned this to the party. I mean, I don't mind. It's just a scarab.
You're not going to zap it with your dagger.
No, I'm just gonna see what happens. See if it dies. If
yes,
it's in shade.
Yeldan would say.
All right. Well, that means we can't contain it. We can't contain it then.
It would be useful for us to
I mean,
know.
You could contain it in a vial.
Yeah, but when the vial gets enclosed in darkness, then it might die. I'm trying to figure out if it will die, or if it's just uncomfortable. There's a difference.
Well, if you put it in a vial, it probably...
if you put it in a vial, probably will die eventually.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll have to ruin my cork to drill a slight hole into it.
I think we could sacrifice one beetle to figure out what he can and can't do, especially if they may attack us later on. So that's just sort of self-defense. It's prevention.
So what are you going to do with it?
Can it even fit in a vial?
Can I use
alchemy? This one is about the size of your thumbnail.
Can I use alchemy to see what it can or can't do?
No.
Would that work?
Not alchemy, it would be animal or something.
Yeah, you'd need some
or
sort of...
insect lore in this case.
Alright then, Lafdul will go over to Yeldan. What do you suggest, being our local wildlife expert, this would be a good specimen to bring back?
Up to you. I honestly know nothing about creatures who live in the desert. And this one's incredibly unusual.
Alright, then I will... If I can... Yeah, I guess I'll have to store it in a vial.
Could we use cooking to figure out whether it's edible?
I mean, no, you can't.
You'd have to cook it.
Yeah. So, just so you know, I mean, like, things like butterfly collecting and insect collecting, where you kill the insects to collect them, that's normal. That's like a normal thing.
Right.
And as far as you know, these aren't endangered.
Yeah, Lafdul's going to have to slightly ruin one of his lids on his cork.
So you're going to try to keep it alive.
Yeah, I'm going to have to drill I'll get a slight niche in it so it's got air going into it.
So what are you going to try
to feed it? What are you going to feed it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you going to feed it?
I assume something... I mean, they're more tiny. It's a tiny little creature. I assume it can survive off whatever I've got.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't know what it eats.
Yeah.
What?
You can just kill it. You could.
All right. What? No one said we have to bring back a living specimen.
Right. I mean, and it's
Avert your eyes if you're offended.
It's a
Lafdul
bug.
rams it into
It's
the wagon.
Bug, there's billions, millions, and trillions of the damn thing.
Lafdul
Well, you don't
rams
really
it
know
into
how
the
many there are here,
into the wagon using the force of his telekinesis on the sturdy part of the wagon.
All right, wait. I'm sorry. What was that?
I'm going to use the telekinesis to kill it by ramming it into part of the wagon, something hard, basically.
I mean,
What's
you
it
could put
gonna
it in
tell you?
You could also put it in a vial and let it
Suffocate it. Oh, that's...
What will that tell you?
I mean,
Alright,
the problem with blunt force trauma is that you might,
ruin the corpse.
Yeah. You could also. Do you have any sewing needles? You could spear it with a needle.
I have a
and kill
sewing
it.
needle.
I do have a sewing needle, but this
I will offer my sewing needle.
this is very paladin-like of you.
It's a bug.
It's
Like-
a bug.
Bug.
Do you guys have a problem with stepping on a spider that's crawling on? You know that's.
I have no problem with this. I will execute bug. Have I executed bug?
Are you doing that with your needle?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. You find that the carapace is extremely tough, hard to get through with your needle. Still scrabbling away.
It's in. I'm levitating with one ring now, aren't I?
Yeah.
Can I just freeze it?
Well,
put
no,
it
I mean
next to my
scrabbling
kill
like
dagger?
its legs are scrabbling.
All right,
That's
now
fine.
I'm gonna get my kill dagger out and just freeze it. Put it next to the kill dagger, and it will just freeze to death.
Okay. To your surprise, you hear a very high-pitched, very brief scree sound.
Does
and
it
then
go
stops moving.
into what do you call it? Hypostasis? Thermal stasis? It's like hypothermia. Now, insects go into it when they're... Is it actually dead, though?
That's reptiles, actually.
Certainly
How
appears
would
to
you
be
know?
dead.
Is it just Lafdul that hears that, or all of us?
Probably all
Lafdul
right.
has it close to him. Leva...
Looks
Yeah,
over
well-
his shoulder. I definitely am close. I want to see what
Leva
he's
would
doing.
have heard it, and Yeldan probably would too. The rest of your ears aren't sensitive enough.
All right,
Everyone
and
said that, I'm like, hopefully he doesn't have any bigger friends
Lafdul, is it
nearby.
still alive?
I think it's dead. Think being the key word. I mean, it's screeched out. It's probably a death scream.
Yeldan, is it still alive?
Yeldan's
You're
busy carrying a
asking me
pole.
about creatures I have no idea about.
Yeah, well, now that it's not struggling, I find a place to pierce it with my sewing needle. And just run it through. So to speak.
Okay.
I'm making sure it's dead.
Yeah, you're going to get half a hit point XP for that.
Doing that, the carapace actually cracks when you pierce it, and
Yes.
it seems like it is brittle now.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, it's definitely dead.
Alright. Is the shell completely destroyed?
No.
Or is it intact enough that I can use it as a specimen?
It's intact enough to use as a specimen.
Alright, yeah, I will keep that as a specimen. Do I need to keep it in a vial? I just
You
wrap it
probably
in.
Probably,
should,
so it
yes.
doesn't get squished.
Alright, yeah, I will keep it in a vial. That's another vial I've lost.
Okay.
You could also it to Higgimus as a trophy.
No, because he didn't earn it. He doesn't like trophies he didn't earn. Alright, so I've now got 2 spare glass vials. Jar with scarab. Glass vial with scarab.
It's definitely not a scarab, though.
Isn't it? Oh,
Nope.
Insect with...
It's a beetle.
Shiny carpet.
There's like
Is that brown beetle, isn't it? Or
specifically metallic. It's like the shell is like, I mean, a lot of beetles have shiny shells, but this almost looks like metal.
brown...
It could still be a dung beetle.
Lafdul.
Could be, but that would require dung to be.
It
around.
had a dung shape to it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Lafdul.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm writing it down on my character sheet, Higgimus. Asher.
Anyways, we move
Left.
on.
Lafdul.
Yes.
Could you please fill up one of my vials with it?
You want it, do you?
Yeah, I want some.
I will happily give you this creature if you'd like.
Well, could you just scoop up some with your super mind power stuff?
Braxon turns to Higgimus and says, "There's no way you're putting the head of that thing on your wall."
No.
Can I?
I just want a few of them.
I will, if I happen to go across some as we're walking, I will casually scoop them up and kill them and put them into a vial.
Thank you.
All right, Odd. Does that happen?
Well, you'll have to wait and see.
All right, I've got mine that I'm keeping onto. These are for Asher if we happen to come across anyone.
Now
if you manage to fall over or encounter a live one, I'd like to have a live one. I'd like to do some experiments with it.
Now it's made its death scream. We're going to get attacked by its mother.
That's what I was thinking, actually. I was like, suddenly a big one appears to attack us.
You mean that was a baby?
Maybe. We don't know. It was an insect.
Alright, so with that, Lafdul will keep an eye out for more, and you continue moving. The armored figure is following about the same distance behind you, doesn't seem to be fazed at all by the heat as far as you can tell. And you continue traveling
Lafdul's
for a few more hours.
returning back to his original form.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, actually, I'm curious to know how long I can keep a form for.
I'd have to actually look it up, and
Yeah, no, I'm just saying in case it's something that Lafdul's just not figured out, so...
Okay, I will...
He's just experimenting with the form. A form, rather.
Alright, so that'll be for... Like you're doing this to...
Until the next camp.
Right, okay. Alright.
See if it lasts like several hours.
Okay. You continue on for a few more hours. The landscape around here is fairly flat. Occasionally there's a kind of a rocky outcropping or a boulder or something like that. And as you're traveling, yeah,
Old.
Yeah.
Do we go past any small rocks that are small enough to turn over?
Oh, you want more of those?
Braxton's just thinking that he'll kick one over to see if there's those beetles living underneath it.
There's plenty of rocks to kick over. You gonna do that?
Yeah, just for one or two.
Okay. In the ones that you kick over don't seem to have anything hiding underneath them. And when you do that, you kind of realize that they are probably relatively easily moved by strong winds, so it doesn't seem like they'd make good shelter.
Okay, so Braxton tells the others, keep a couple of boulders over, those things don't need to be underneath. Sorry, carry on.
Okay.
You seem to be averse to the darkness, or either that or they suddenly become more active. Seem to squiggle a lot more when I put it under the darkness.
After about 3 hours, off to your left, you do see a pretty significant series of small stone ridges.
Do they look like man-made structures?
No, it's just unusual because you haven't seen a cluster of them quite like that before. Just in a series of lines about maybe 15, 20 feet long, each one.
That seems like creature length.
Was that on your map, Higgimus?
I don't know. Okay.
Use a spyglass. Can I borrow a spyglass? I'll look at them.
All right.
Since you're holding the pole, so I'll just look at them.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Do you think it's worth us getting a couple of rock samples?
We got... Nah.
Do they look different than normal rocks?
None of us has got geology.
Do you have any proficiencies that you think might help out here?
No.
I might have seen a rare rock.
No, this is for Lafdul. Lafdul's the one looking.
Appraisal.
Yeah, not really.
Religion.
Religion.
No. All right.
Does your deity have any rock related?
Yeah, you never know. Might be a rare gem.
Give me a d20.
Spellcraft.
You like those 15s, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't notice anything. You don't notice anything unusual about them compared to the other rocks that you've seen.
Yeah, it's beyond Lafdul.
Braxon's going to pull out his stick of many buttons and press button number 6 to see if the rocks do anything to the direction of north.
They do not.
Well,
they do not.
Thank you.
I hand Higgimus back his spyglass. Unless you want me to hold on to it, I can keep a lookout, I suppose. Although if that's going to be straining my eyes, looking through a lens in blaring heat.
I mean, it doesn't. Idea. It wouldn't strain your eyes because you're not looking in the direction of the sun. They're on your left. Unless... The sun is on your right.
Yeah, if you look in the direction of the sun, it just set light to your eyeball.
Well, no, I can keep an eye out on the other side with a spyglass. Probably better. I don't know. I'm putting that out there. If people want me to do it, I'll do that.
So you're gonna.
I am doing that unless someone objects.
Or did you guys want to go try and collect some rock samples?
I don't care. Samples, in all honesty.
Well, Braxon asked the others, and he didn't hear anyone who was interested. So.
Okay, so you're continuing on.
Yeah. How much out of our way is it?
Not very. Maybe 40, 50 yards, something like that.
40, 50 yards. Not far. Nice place for an ambush.
How windy is it?
It's pretty windy.
Could I
There's almost always
just out of curiosity
blowing. Can you alter self to do what?
To fly. Just out of curiosity. I want to know if I think I would be able to.
Yeah, you would. It's not... It's windy, but not like gale force winds or really strong winds.
I just wanted to know if it was an option later down the line.
Yeah. I'm hearing a lot of quiet from other people. Sometimes when I'm asking questions, you know, everyone can say, you know, no, I'm good, we can continue on. I mean, like, don't necessarily wait for other people to say something.
I'm ready to go whenever.
Yeah.
All right, so you're just continuing on as a party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless somebody really wants to do something, really want to do something?
Unless you really want those brocks, we're going to pass them by, Braxon. So speak up if you do want them.
Well, it's sort of something we can give to the people back on the ribbon.
Well, no. If you think
okay,
that's
just
a good
pick
idea,
up a couple of rocks on the way. It doesn't need to be
we'll
like
do
big
it then.
ones.
Yeah. I'll pick up a rock and put it on the wagon.
All right, pick up a couple of rocks.
So you're going over to these ridges, or are you picking up rocks along the way?
Rocks along the ridges. You want to go to the ridges? Let's go to the ridges.
I'll go to the ridges.
All right, we take a diesel to the ridges.
Okay. You alter course and start heading towards them. All of a sudden, almost in unison, they start to move.
What a surprise.
And...
Wow.
To your surprise, they...
What do you mean surprise? We totally knew this was going to happen.
I mean, you as players may have realized something might be up, but...
Yeah.
I don't think your characters did, because certainly no one in character said, I think that these are something like blah, blah, blah. Maybe we should stay away.
Underneath sand.
We can't, because we haven't let you finish your sentence yet.
Well, it's already happened now, so it's kind of hard to retcon it.
No, we haven't let Old finish his description.
So the ridges apparently rise up on 4 legs, and it appears that they're some sort of large, rocky-scaled reptile creatures. And
Oh, they better not be basilisks.
Nice.
I said 4 legs.
It could be a deviant.
Braxon says to Higgimus, we could take back the head of one of those things if you want.
This was your idea, by the way.
Sensing movement coming towards them of a fleshy matter, they start moving towards you rather quickly.
Braxton's going to plant the pole he has.
Yeah, drop the thing, but keep the poles on top of the types.
How many of them are there?
There's quite a few. You can see them on the map now. You may want to zoom out.
Well, we're not outrunning them.
Everyone can decide what they want to do and roll initiative.
There's a bunch.
If your goal is to secure the poles and tarp that you're carrying, that's going to be your first action. Otherwise, you're just dropping.
Yep.
Yeah, Lafdul say I'll focus on the tarp.
Yeah, that'll be plus
Actually,
3.
no, I'm going to start shooting, actually, because I got a bow.
What's the initiative modifier for planting the pole?
3.
3.
Yeah, I gotta play on my pole.
You can one-hand shoot a gun. That's what you normally do. That means you can't call upon the power of your sword, though.
Wow.
Higgimus is going to do something else.
Oh, is he?
He's not calling upon the power of his sword. Oh, I'm shocked. Mind you, we don't have Battle Cat with us. I mean Beomorph.
Has everyone rolled?
I'm not sure if you were trying to insult him.
I wasn't gonna bring Beomorph out into this.
It's a loyal companion till the very end.
Okay.
Leva is stunned.
I don't want to die from heat
by
stroke.
what she rolled.
All right, Leva. Which one are you trying to hit with magic missiles?
Let's take this one.
Okay.
Oh, I just thought of something brilliant. Damn it.
Too late.
I know, right?
How many?
You get 4 missiles.
Well, that's better than 2.
That is better than 2. All right, so flying out while everyone else is getting their weapons ready, you send 4 missiles flying out of your fingers. They smash into what may be the nearest creature as it's running towards you, and it kind of does a face plant, and the rear portion of its body flips over, and it stops moving.
Sounds good to me.
They die like spiders.
Yeldan, your turn.
What do you mean? I
plant
didn't stomp
the
on
pole
it.
into the ground, and then I take defensive posture.
Okay. Braxon?
Braxton is planting the pole into the sand as much as possible.
All right.
In the hopes that that'll stop the tarp blowing away.
All right, Higgimus?
Is this tarp attached?
Higgimus just realized that these things are actually really far away.
So you're not doing anything then?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
They're too far away for me to do the thing I was going to do.
That's kind of what I figured. Ockar?
Plant the pole, then.
I'm planting my pole.
Yeah, but see, he started to get his other stuff ready, and then was like, wait, this doesn't work, and so that does mean loss of a turn. Okay, Ockar plants the pole. Lafdul, your turn.
I'm attempting to shoot. How far? Oh, God. Yeah, you are kidding with the... What's the range of a short bow?
Remember, the ranges are listed in tens of yards.
5, 10, 15.
5 is short. That's 150 feet.
Oh, I can shoot that one easily now. Alright, do I need to move around level to shoot?
Not really.
Alright, I'm not going to hit anyone if I try and shoot from this where I am.
No.
That's what I'm going to try and do.
Which one are you shooting?
Cerebral? The next closest one to where the one that just died.
Did ping the one that you're trying to hit. They're on here. There's individuals on here for a reason.
That one.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. Oh wow, I'm not shooting anything today.
The heat has not done kind things to your bowstring, and it snaps with a loud twang. And creatures are going to start moving in. First one comes up to give Higgimus some love.
Oh wow, they have a really high movement speed.
They're definitely faster than you guys could move. They seem quite vigorous. And Higgimus, you are not currently wearing any armor.
He's got height though. He's naturally
does yes. Do you have any other effects on?
My
you got
amulet.
An amulet.
Your amulet. Okay.
If he stays under the tarp, he's got hide in shadows.
So the first
He's
one comes up
handicapped.
and tries to bite you, but it is not able to get you. You kind of like you know, its mouth is coming down. It's got like jagged, rocky-like teeth there, and it tries to bite you, but you just kind of like bap it under the chin with your fist as it's coming down, trying to hit you. Second one comes in, and it gets tangled up on the tail of its friend.
Oh, my goodness.
Next one comes in to take a bite out of Yeldan.
I do have a ring of protection.
So Yeldan, you're busy planting this this pole, and it comes in and tries to bite you, and instead it bites the pole and kind of gets its mouth jammed open.
I'm like,
We might need
okay,
that
then.
pole.
Well, it hasn't broken the pole.
It might do though.
It might. This one is coming in to bite at you, Braxon.
Lovely.
But it does miss.
How big are these creatures?
They're about 15, 20 feet long from head to tail.
Yeah.
These other ones are moving in, but they're not going to be able to get around just yet. This one comes in to attack your camel.
No, not the camel.
And that does hit.
Yeah.
We didn't think about the camel.
It's gonna eat
Leave
the
the camel alone.
I know, you didn't think about the camel. That's kind of a problem. So it does bite the camel, considering the camel can't do a whole lot, move away because it's attached to a thing, the wagon.
All right. Are any of them going to attack Sten? That's what I'm wondering.
It's metal. They don't really care.
The camel tries to dance out of the way, but this large rocky reptile does leave a deep gouge in the camel's flank with a bite. And this one also does come in, but it is trying to bite your armored friend.
Yay!
Yeah.
Maybe he'll attack.
Will he fight back?
And the armored creature just kind of backsteps away from the bite.
Actively avoiding it.
Oh yeah, it actively avoided it. Okay, so Lafdul had a second attack, but that won't be happening because he snapped his bowstring. So now it is next turn. Everyone go ahead and roll for initiative.
Now that I'm in melee.
Right.
Oh, look at that. My initiative didn't change.
Yeah, I suppose
These
Lafdul
things are
should do.
right up on us, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's Orcish Warhammer time.
Yeah, I'm gonna start working on my maul.
Gotta break in your new mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those nice shiny scales that we're going to ruin.
I'm gonna go with my sword.
Well, the maul is the best weapon to use if we want to keep
Yep, he's right about that.
the hide. At least that's what Ald told me.
Plants,
Yeah,
generally.
bludgeoning
Depends
weapons do less damage to hides.
Yeah, but if you want to put the head on your wall and Braxon squashes its head, you know.
Well, Ockar's gonna use a sword because these are reptiles, but it's a good idea to get the hide.
It might not be.
He's going to find out.
I'll find out, if they're not, I'll switch weapons.
Everyone rolled?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Leva, you're casting magic missile again. Are you targeting one, or are you going to spread out your missiles?
I would also like to go and hide behind here.
Okay.
I don't want to be attacked by these guys. I'm going to spread them around.
Okay.
Lad's attacking the camel.
So which ones are you targeting?
This one and this one.
Okay.
I'm afraid the group members are more important than a camel, and I have a second mind spell.
Alright, you get
just re-summon the one you killed.
You get 4 missiles.
Not bad.
So
I assume you're turning 2 to each.
Yes.
oh, we should.
Oh, nice.
So when gets
7 each.
How do I see what the actual...
you hover over it.
Yes,
Yeah,
you...
4, 4, 1, 1.
4, 4, 1, 1? Okay, so...
Plus 4.
Well,
Well,
so-
she
So
has
it's
the-
plus 1.
Alright, so 2 missiles fly out of your fingers and hit the one to your left, and then 2 fly out and hit the one on your right. So that is going to be 10 for that one, and 4 for this one.
Okay.
Okay, Braxon.
Okay, Braxon whips out the Orcish Warhammer and tries to smack this one in the face.
Okay.
Laying on the smackdown.
Yeah, so... am I supposed to be doing any pluses or anything?
Roll what you normally do, since you don't know exactly what the bonuses to it.
Yeah. Oh!
Okay. The sweat from your hands are make the handle of your warhammer a little bit too slippery, and it goes flying underneath the legs of this creature and out into the rocky sand behind it.
So one of them picks it up and runs off of it. So, right?
Cool.
Like a
I only
dog.
got one longsword this time. Bam. I'm
Okay.
attacking the one that attacked with its mouth stuck open, apparently.
All right, that is a hit.
Okay. Oh, these guys are large, right?
Yeah, they are. Okay. Your sword slices into its rocky scales, leaving a trail of blood. But it's not dead. All right, Ockar.
Okay. Well, I just saw Braxton lose his weapon, so I'm gonna move down here and swing at this one with my longsword.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's a hit.
Did my blade feel like it was drawn more than normal?
Oh yeah, it seems like, and it seems like it slices into this creature quite easily.
Like
you are getting
butter.
a +4 bonus.
Okay, is it a large creature?
Yes.
Yeah. 1d12 plus 4 or 5.
1d12 plus 5.
Very nice.
Nice.
All right, your sword easily cleaves into its side, and it collapses at your feet. Lafdul, your turn.
I am lighting up 3 of them with fairy fire because I assume they're count as 2 creatures, 2 man-sized people each.
No, they...
Oh, they're not?
They're huge, not large. So that's 4.
Oh. So you can only light up one?
Yeah. Oh.
So which one?
Well, in that case, that one... where's my thing not? That one.
The one in the back?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Green.
What?
In green.
Okay. So that one in the back now is bathed in a faint green aura.
Yay, what a waste of... Oh, no, well.
And the creatures are about to attack, but before they do, Sten, since I forgot to actually roll initiative for him, and I should have, your good armored friend, he decides to swing a punch at the thing that tried to bite him.
Now that is interesting.
It attacked him. He's responding.
Stem rolls a 1. Uses his arm.
So, Sten punches it in the face, and it kind of doing an uppercut. Higgimus, the box around you is that's where the tarp was.
No, there's a yellow box around me. It's not there now, but there was one.
Whenever you hover over your name in initiative, it'll highlight you by doing that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never noticed that before. Sorry.
Yeah, that's partly so that if you got like enemies that look the same, so if I had rolled initiative for all of these guys, I could see exactly which one was what, like when they were moving. But so your armored friend gives a bit of an uppercut punch and sends the creature flipping over its back legs, flies back, and it is dead.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool.
Did it seem like overkill, or...?
I mean, any kind of kill is overkill.
But
to a certain extent, it looks like something that Higgimus could do, you think? Maybe.
It was still a punch, so that thing is still salvageable hide-wise.
You won't know until after the battle.
It's the most likely out of any of them.
Alright, so this first one on Higgimus is going to take a nip at you, Higgimus.
Stop that.
No. You've got the most meat to you. They love you.
Very rubbery, though.
It does hit, and you take 2 points of damage. You're able to avoid most of the bite.
Thank goodness.
The next one is going to try to bite at you again, Higgimus.
Hey.
But having another one of its brethren in there also trying to bite at you creates too much interference, and he can't get in a good bite. Yeldan, the one on you, is going to bite you, and it hits.
Much.
Its rocky teeth scrape across your arm for 3 points of damage.
Okay.
The one on the camel is going to take another swipe at it.
Can a camel even attack back?
No.
Not while it's harnessed. But otherwise, yeah, it definitely could. The camel does dance out of the way, but it's definitely
like to lose.
It's brain in fear. It's definitely brain in fear. All right, the one that I'm just gonna get rid of this body here because it doesn't matter. The one that Lafdul lit up is moving in to gonna take a bite out of Ockar.
No, the walking middle can.
No, he's
I'm
not wearing any
armor.
armor right now.
I have a shield, but that's about it.
You do have a shield. Unfortunately, that shield doesn't seem to help much because it gets a bite on you. For 8 points of damage.
Ow!
Ow.
You must have been rolling low.
Well, it's pretty... Yeah. I don't have my... I think I'm down by 1 con, so I don't have as much HP as I normally do.
Why are you down by 1 con?
Because that's something that happened last session.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he hasn't been sleeping well. Next one is moving in and taking a bite out of Braxon. And he hits 5 points of damage.
Take a bite out of Braxon.
And this one is moving around to a nice juicy leva.
Oh my!
No! Wizards in melee. Sorry, you got vaguely around the same armor class as everyone else anyway.
And it hits you for 4 points of damage.
Ow!
Yeah.
Stop that.
Lever's probably tastier than the rest of us.
Higgimus,
She's the
your
smallest
No.
out of us as well.
No, I mean, Higgimus is very muscly, and muscle mass can be pretty tasty.
True.
It's your turn, Higgimus.
There's more of Higgimus.
Oh, my turn.
That too.
Probably
So the
feed
one
group
that
for
nipped
a
at me,
week.
I'm just going to bring the hammer straight down on it. The maul.
All right, the one.
The one that actually hit him. So
Yeah, this one right here. Okay.
Yep. Straight down on it. Does that hit?
Oh, wow. You
Does that hit?
That's a hit. Go ahead and
like
roll
any
double
more
damage
now?
dice.
What's the damage on a more? 1d10 or?
Okay, so... No. Are these things large?
they're huge. So you do less damage, right?
Do you with a more?
No.
I don't think you scale much for it, though.
Oh!
Sorry, Arcus finally caught up with us. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
All right,
rolled
so
20,
Higgimus,
it
you
Does his head just disappear?
you
Please
take.
tell me it poops out all its guts.
Are you using the maul two-handed?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't have
how
the shield
can you-
on.
you don't have the shield.
Aren't
do
you
not have
holding
the
the pole,
You do
though?
not have the shield.
No, he put
No,
the
he
pole
dropped
in the.
Ah, right.
So
With both your hands, you give a great overhanded swing with your maul, and it smashes into the head of this creature, crushing its skull to a bloody pulp. And it is dead.
Oops, I killed it too much.
and then that react is like, oops.
All right, Ockar, you get your second attack.
Okay.
Do I get second attack?
And Yeldan, you also get a second attack.
So...
I
Okay.
gotta roll this one again. 'Cause I only got one sword.
Oh, good job.
My attack
That's going to be a
is...
hit for both of you.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then slash R 12.
All right, so 15 points of damage from Yeldan and 15 points of damage from Ockar. Okay. Yeldan, you slice into the creature that it was
I got it
still
in the mouth, right?
still fumbling with the pole a little bit, even though it it's like tangled up a bit in the rope and everything. And you slice deep into its neck, killing it. Ockar, you were going after... Which one were you going after?
The one that bit me.
I don't remember which one that was.
That's wasn't that this one? The one with
It's
green?
the highlighted
May have
one.
been. All right. Yeah, all right. So your sword easily cleaves into its skull as well, leaving a bloody gash right into its brain, and it collapses dead. Higgimus, you'll get a second attack next round, correct?
Yes, next time.
All right.
I'm not exactly the best with this thing yet.
You sure?
I killed it too
Seemed
much.
pretty good. All right, initiative time for everyone.
Right.
That's like gotta be the best line from Higgimus. It's like, oops, I killed it too much.
So you're talking about bludgeoning weapons being good for keeping the hide. Is
Not
it
when you do
though?
that.
Sometimes.
Not when you do that much damage.
Yeah, that corpse is unrecoverable.
Okay,
Well,
well,
it's
Braxon
just
throw
that-
away this round.
The body's fine.
Yeah, the body's fine. It's just the head.
I think Lafdul's going to get another burn out of one of these. He wants another summon. There's no limit to how many I can have, is there?
I suppose not. Does
Yeah.
does size play into a part? Because these are pretty big.
I think it just scales down.
Anyone still need to roll?
No,
Yes,
I rolled.
just a moment.
Took me 2 goes, but I've rolled.
All right.
No haste.
Lafdul.
I am going round the side to assist Leva and stabbing at it with my short sword.
Okay.
Because I can only draw one weapon. Oh god, it's a Thacker. Maybe Thacker of... I think it's 14.
What was that?
Thacker... Yeah, 14.
That's a hit.
Yeah, 1d8. 2.
Very nice. All right. So you dodge to the side of Leva and sink your blade deep into this giant lizard's hide for 10 points of damage.
Nice.
Leva, your turn.
I'm going to cast haste
Okay.
On who?
on everyone,
Yeah, it's going to be everyone.
Okay.
Mhm.
including the camel
well.
and Sten.
Sorry, it means we can harvest these corpses really fast.
All right.
No, I was just asking because it does matter because it ages you by 1 year.
Yeah,
that does work
age.
on Higgimus. Everyone will age a year.
Now I have 6 extra years added due to haste.
Oh.
All right, Yeldan, your turn.
Yeah, I'm now 120.
Oh, so how does that work for me?
What?
Haste with two attacks.
You get 3 attacks.
You get 2 attacks right now and then 2 attacks at the end.
With my long. Oh, do I get an extra one with my main hand then?
Were you drawing your secondary weapon?
Yeah.
You'll get an extra. You'll get your secondary one at the end. How many do you normally get with your main hand weapon?
I'm
now?
level 7 now, so it's 2 attacks per round.
No, you. Oh, right, because you're also expertise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, all of your attacks are doubled, and you make 2 attacks.
Oh, I know. I'm expertise in the bow, not the.
Oh, then no. Just make one. Make your normal attacks. You'll get another.
Normal attack.
Yeah.
Did you roll for level variation and wild surge, etc.?
I actually did not. Level variation is okay. No, it's fine.
Okay.
Am I affected by this because I went before haste? I suppose.
You are, but that means that it's not gonna.
Apply.
Actually, for ease of purposes, I'm not gonna have it do anything until next round.
Mm.
Okay.
So Yeldan, you do hit with your main weapon, but not your offhand. Okay.
What's the
I'm
spell
attacking the
component
one
for
that's
haste?
attacking the camel now.
All right. So your blade slices into the hide of the creature fairly easily. You do feel a bit speedy. Higgimus, your turn.
All right. Does that hit?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Do I get 2 attacks though?
At the
He
end of
said
the round.
next round he'll do it.
At the end of the round,
Yeah, I'll handle it at the end of the round. We'll see what happens.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're joking. I do hit.
Yes,
okay.
I was joking. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking, Lafdul.
To that one.
Which one? Sorry, I was looking at Lafdul's. Okay.
Script.
So you bring the maul down and completely crush into its side. It's still alive, but
So yeah,
it's definitely hurting. Yeah, Lafdul, I don't know what you're asking.
Wait, I would get 2 attacks, wouldn't I? I would get 2 and 2. Because this is the round where I would get 2 attacks anyway. Right?
Yes. Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, but we'll do it at the end of the round, actually.
Oh. So I would get 3 attacks at the end of the round?
Well,
makes it easier.
yeah, just to do it in initiative order, we'll go through the number of attacks that there are.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
disregarding that attack roll for now.
Okay, never mind.
All right. The reptiles are going to attack. So, well, Lafdul, is there a reason why you're messaging me this rather than just asking openly?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. Ask me during the break, because I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, and I'm trying to keep, focusing on
that's
the
fine.
combat. All right, so the one that's on you, Higgimus, is going to try and take a bite at you. It's not happy that you smashed your maul into it. And it hits for 2 points of damage. Braxon, you are going to... You're the target of another one of these lizards, and it does hit as well for 8 points of damage.
8. All right.
It's jagged teeth cut into your flesh. Leva, you are now going to be the target of the one that came around to nip at you.
Ooh.
And it hits for 7 points of damage.
Oh my.
And the one that's been taking bites out of the camel is going to try and take another bite out of the camel.
Even if after getting hit by me? Damn.
Yep.
Huh.
And it hits for 5.
It's gonna be disappointed when it actually manages to defeat the camel.
I mean, it kind of sees that the camel is not fighting back, and it's thinking, I can kill this and drag its body off away from the things that are poking me.
It's gonna be disappointed when the body disappears.
Sten does not seem to do anything. Braxon, your turn.
Was Sten affected by haste or camel?
You're not sure.
Was the camel affected by haste?
Yes, the camel was definitely affected by haste. So, Braxon, you were using the axe?
Yeah, Braxon is switching targets, and he's going to attack the one that's trying to eat Lever.
Okay.
And hope he doesn't get eaten from behind. Oh. Would help if I put space in there.
Yeah, it would.
Don't get any pluses for the battle axe, but...
That's a hit.
And... are they small?
No, they're large.
They're large.
They're huge. Oh, I do D8 anyway.
Yeah.
Does the battle axe not scale with size?
No, it doesn't.
No, but Braxton has to use the other weapons as well.
What normal modifiers do you have?
I've got +0 and +0 written in there. Oh, you mean up the top?
What's your strength and stuff
strength?
Like
that? Strength. Strength, damage adjustment +1.
Okay. I mean, I know what the effects of the axe are, but I don't necessarily know what all of your normal bonuses are. So I need you guys to be including those.
Yeah,
Alright,
I have
so-
no
plus
idea
one.
hang on. I have no idea what I'm supposed to write in this sheet. I've just +0 in there. So should I put +1 in there?
Yeah, for your strength
Yeah, you got strength. You're always writing +1 on melee weapons.
Okay.
and throwing weapons.
Wow.
All right, so you bring the axe blade down on the giant lizard, and it cleanly slices through its collarbone deep into its flesh, and it is dead.
I wonder if
Yay.
Braxon could throw the spearful.
Maybe. Something you can always try at some point. Ockar, your turn.
So Braxon didn't destroy the head.
Cut the head off.
No.
I think.
Well, no, Braxton will wait till they stop trying to eat people.
I'm going to swing at the one that's near me in Braxon.
Okay. That's a hit.
Okay.
Okay, so you slice into the creature. It reels back in pain, but it's still alive. Okay, so
Slightly more resilient, that one.
I'm sorry, what was that, Lafdul?
Slightly more resilient, that one.
Yep, apparently. All right, so
Haste is +2, isn't it?
yeah, but hold on, I'm gonna do the second attacks. Yeah, basically everyone's gonna get a second attack at least. So we'll start with Lafdul.
I get one.
Yeah.
I'm going over to the one by the camera. I assume I can move that tiny bit of space.
Yeah.
Yeah, factor 14. I assume that's a hit.
That is indeed a hit.
8.
Okay. You stab into the creature with your short sword, and it is still alive. Alright, so next, Yeldan.
To attack with one of my swords.
You get your attack with your offhand as well.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Just ignore the first roll on this then.
Alright, that is 2 hits.
I think it's dead.
Yep, you bring both of your blades down and cleanly slice into the creature. Higgimus, you're up next with your second attack.
Alright, so am I going to get 3 attacks here?
You'll get one attack, and I'm just going to do it in order because chances are by the time it comes to your next one, it'll be dead.
Everything's going to be dead.
Yeah.
Alright. That goes 14.
That's a hit. All right, you give it the equivalent of a glancing blow, but it stops moving.
Okay.
And Braxon.
Yeah.
How many days have we been out here?
You get another attack.
Sorry.
This is the 4th day.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay,
Oh.
that's a hit.
The hit.
Okay, you bring the
That's on
axe...
this one on the corner.
I'm sorry?
That's on this one.
Yeah, well, it's the only one left alive anyway. You bring your axe blade down and cleanly slice into the head of the creature, and looks like everything is dead now.
Yeah, your potions. So
They look like, they kind of, from a distance, they look like rocks, right?
Yeah, up close you can see that the rocks were really just rough scales that were pretty much the same color as the the rocks and sand and everything around.
Braxon turns to Lever and says, "Did you cast one of those spells that makes us do everything really fast?"
Yes, I did.
He can speak
Why'd
and
you keep
think
doing
now
that? It makes me
properly.
feel older.
Do we speak like we breathed helium?
No, I think.
I'm gonna drink one of Lafdul's healing potions.
Okay.
Yes, Lever will too.
Braxton turns to Yeldan and says,
Yeah, I'll drink one too.
Do you think we could use the skins of these creatures to make cloaks that disguise us as rocks?"
Only in this environment. So only here. Anywhere else it won't work because it's not always the same because they evolve to look like rocks from distance. I might add, not very. It doesn't work nearly as well when you get close to them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so are we taking their hides since?
If we could, please.
All right, I'll give it a shot. Boop.
Well, you've got quite a few to practice on.
Nope.
I mean, do you want to keep trying?
Yeah, I'll try again. Boop. Hey!
Okay, you do manage to skin one. It is extremely hot work, and it almost seems like these creatures are warmer than you would expect. I mean, it seems like there's extra heat coming off of them.
Okay,
They were
I'll
sitting
some
out.
extra water than I normally.
They were essentially laying out in the sun, however.
Although basking in the sun.
Probably, I
warmer.
think there's some sort of lizard.
All right, so you got one of the hides. How do you want to store it and transport it?
I look at it.
I'm rolling a Braille for Old Why. Is that a success, Odd?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeldan, could you cut off some muscle meat so we can see whether they're edible?
Sure. I'm gonna take one of the heads with me, and then when we stop for the night, I'm gonna try to tend.
I'm gonna get a few
because
bones.
they won't last in the heat.
Wait, okay. Yeldan, sorry. What are you gonna try to do when you camp?
To actually tend them because they won't preserve otherwise.
I don't know that you have the actual resources for that.
Well, that's why I'm taking one of the heads, the brain.
Okay.
There is a tanning method via using the brain, but I don't know off the top of my head.
You can tan things with a brain.
I'll have you roll. Don't forget to ask me about it then if I don't specifically ask for you to roll again when you camp for the night.
Are you gonna skin as many of them as possible, so that if it goes wrong, you've got other ones to go with?
How long does this take per corpse?
It's gonna take a while. We don't have time.
In other words, are we setting up camp here or not?
You've only been traveling for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 5.
No, it's only about 3 hours.
Yeah. Does the skinning go any faster with haste?
It does, but the skinning, the whole skinning process lasts longer than the haste spell does.
Yeah, but that's a time off at least.
Well, if we can't take them all, does Higgimus want to take any heads? He does collect heads.
No, none of these things.
Not gonna get to keep them anyways. I point out.
Lafdul wants a few bones to make a few whistles out of, or at least a few attempts at making a whistle, basically.
You can take some bones from the one that Yeldan's
Easy
doing.
accessible bones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's skinning it. The bones are going to be easily accessible.
Yeah.
And did you want to collect some of the meat to try and cook or something?
Yeah, let's try that.
We should try eating one.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so you're gonna take the meat to cook later, when you camp, correct?
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be fun in this heat.
If we even have any cooking material to cook with.
Hell, somebody insisted on bringing firewood, so...
Did we in the end?
I believe so.
I was one... Yeah, I said that we should.
Nobody said we shouldn't.
We did. We have the wood.
All right.
Okay.
No question.
Do you though? No, I'm kidding. All right, so you you get going again. While Yeldan was doing that work and Lafdul was digging out a bone, that did give most of the rest of you a little bit of time to have the shade of the tarp. However, your camel's not looking in good shape. Your camel took a lot of injuries from these creatures.
I try and summon a new camel and send the other one back, but the older first summon, then send it back.
Alrighty. So, you attempt to summon a new camel.
That was fun.
And all of a sudden, the ground beneath you vanishes.
Help!
The ground beneath the camel also vanishes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Do we fall, or do we...
Yes, you do fall.
Oh, Lafdul's going to try tumbling.
No, you're not there.
Is that just level or all of us?
You and Yeldan are not actually under the
thank God for
the tarp right now because you're out in the sun actually working on the corpses. So Leva, you fall down a pit about 20 feet deep. Take 9 points of damage.
Ow!
So does the camel, and you hear the sickening crunch of it breaking its neck.
Oh, our wagon's gone down as well with it.
It would have, otherwise it would have just hung there and not fell.
Well, and it's wheeled, so go ahead and make an item saving throw for fall.
Oh dear.
Oh, the wagon. Well, we've got a nice camping spot now. It's Masquerade Big Hole. Is this sand like falling in on us, or is it actually a rock?
No, it's rock.
Or what?
It's rock. There's the item saving throws. All right.
Otherwise, it'd be like a hole, and we're buried.
All right. The good news is that everything just spilled out of the cart, and everything, all the damage is essentially superficial. But it did fall down the hole too. It got dragged down. It did not fall on Leva. It fell on the
camel.
Dead camel.
which vanished as soon as it died.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's actually a dead camel, or if.
Who knows? Is Yeldan?
Yeah.
Well, we just gotta get the fucking wagon out of the hole.
I think you're flogging a dead camel there, Auld.
I don't feel so good, I think.
Is it only Leva that took damage?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just Leva and the camel and... Oh.
And the wagon.
Well, Braxon... There's only 2 temporary healing potions left, and Braxon and Yeldan are the last 2 with them. It's up to them if they want to do something.
Yeah.
I think I'm having a bad day today.
Braxton's going to.
I'll throw down a rope for Lava to climb back up with.
No, Braxton's going to press button 5 on the stick of many buttons.
Yeah, just use the ladder.
And send down a ladder to Lever.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
She crawls up the ladder.
Braxton's going to offer Lever his healing potion.
Don't you need it?
Well, I think
Not
you
as
need
much
it more
as
than me.
you need it.
Thank you. I accept.
There's no repercussions for drinking temporary potions, though.
No. Although, I should.
I think you ruled.
I'm not. Yeah, I did rule already. Next campaign I do, I will.
What?
No.
I will be doing potion miscibility.
Probably because I've been using that
Yes.
spell way more often
Yes.
than I should.
Yes.
It's so useful. I don't.
I
have to
know.
memorize
It's a little bit too
wounds,
useful.
actually.
That's the problem.
If it's useful, then you get XP for it, surely.
No, because I'm not a healing deity.
Yeah.
Following a priest of healing. If I was Gloriana,
So-
I'd be getting a load of XP for this.
So the wagon is well, it still has to further the ethos. So the wagon is still down the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
Braxton's going to climb down the ladder and start passing up. He'll start throwing up items to. The others.
Lighten the wagon. Could we dismantle the wagon and reform it, or?
Not really.
Well, Braxton wants to get all the loose items out the hole first, so that when we pull the wagon out, we don't break
Yeah, yeah.
anything that didn't break.
Actually, I should probably roll for the barrel.
Oh, the barrel of water.
Yep.
That's
Oh yeah,
Make it
okay.
spill.
The barrel did smash on the bottom of the hole, and
No!
it is
That's the problem.
definitely not gonna hold water anymore.
Why are you guys helping him? I mean,
Hey,
I
he
wasn't
did-
helping him. I thought it would just
Oh.
spill.
Yeah.
No, once you started
I mean, it's
talking
a
about
barrel
the
of
stuff
water.
inside, I was like, the barrel might have taken damage. Let's see.
Because it's big
Yeah.
enough to
Well,
fall
now
out.
we're screwed because we don't have a place to store our water.
We do.
Braxton will attempt to repair the barrel
You got a
later.
you got a 20-foot deep hole. You could always fill with water.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
Yeah, we could
Actually,
have a
that's
swim.
not. That's. I'm not even kidding. That's not actually a bad idea. If this
It is a
wagon-
bad idea.
Stop,
Everything's
stop.
a bad idea.
stop,
Listen,
guys.
listen to
stop.
what I'm going to say.
Hammer time.
Because if we fill this hole up with water, the wagon might float.
Braxton will help get
No.
the wagon out.
Lafdul
normally.
wants to cock the wagon and float it across.
We're not playing Oregon Trail here, and even then, that doesn't work.
I just thought it was a good way of getting the wagon out. That was all.
If you could create enough water, it might float. Yeah, I mean,
I don't think we
But-
can create enough water. It's a 20-foot hole.
yeah, it
deep
is
hole.
a 20-foot deep hole.
Braxton doesn't fancy swimming next to a dead camel.
Camel's not there anymore, is it?
All right, so you
No.
get all the loose
yeah, that's the point.
equipment out, but the wagon is still down there.
All right, so attach. Braxton, can you have your rope attached to the what's that thing called? The tongue.
That's what
Yeah,
the camel hooks
The
up.
rear
Have
axle.
it attached to that, and then we'll pull it out.
Yeah.
Well, we would need to reinforce those areas we're pulling.
I was actually just going to suggest having another rope tied to the other end.
To distribute the weight. So it's
I mean,
not
we're just
strained on
pulling
one
it.
side.
It's going to roll up the side when we're pulling it up.
Do you want anybody to push from the other side?
How heavy's the wagon?
I don't actually know.
Because I was going to say, if Braxton thought he could lift it, he wouldn't mind doing what Higgimus said and then staying underneath to help push it up. But if it would obviously kill Braxton if it landed on him, he wouldn't be that stupid.
I think I'm strong enough to pull it up, especially
All right.
if I have all you other guys helping me out.
Okay,
Alright.
well now the loose stuff's out. Braxton attaches his rope and throws the end to Higgimus and climbs back up the ladder and presses a button on the stick of many buttons that turns the ladder back into a stick.
What if you
I will attempt to pull the wagon out of the thing.
Well, what's your question, Lafdul?
What if you put your stick of many buttons underneath the wagon and activate like the ladder form? It will just rise up in the air while we're securing it. So we'll use your stick as a makeshift jack while also pulling it up.
Not sure how good it is at lifting weights.
Well, no, we'll just use it as a pushing reinforcement.
I don't think so. I'd rather do that
All right.
myself.
It was enough.
I mean, it's certainly something you could try in addition if you wanted to, but if you don't want to, you don't have to.
You'd have to also stay down in the hole.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he could use that and be pushing it. I mean,
essentially what the idea was.
Try to open a door once.
I get it.
Once we start pulling it out, you use the ladder to push it even further. Basically,
I get the idea. I get the idea. I just don't like the idea of the stick of many buttons snapping in half.
Rolling an item saving check.
Yeah.
I mean, you did once use it to cross a platform, which did include Higgimus. And how much does Higgimus weigh?
True.
Yeah.
630 pounds.
But that's the job of a ladder.
I'm pretty sure this wagon does weigh more than me. All right, I'm going to try to pull this thing up.
All right.
Hold on. Okay, so who else is helping and in what way?
Lafdul's going down with he's getting another angle with a grappling hook and rope and assisting from another angle.
Also,
okay.
just real quick.
Yeah.
Old. The wagon tongue, it can go, it flexes, right? I mean, it pivots.
Yeah.
Correct. It's not like a fix. Okay, good.
Yeah, but keep in mind that that's also the direction that went down, so that's not what's sticking up at the back.
What's the mass of the wagon?
I don't know exactly.
Exactly.
It's a shame.
I could itemize it. I can itemize objects up to 2 cubic feet per level, which now is
it's a lot bigger 16. Than that.
Okay, well then that's even better. Just tie it to the back axle, and we'll pull it up from the back then, if that's the part that's sticking.
Yeah, I think that would probably be better.
Okay, we'll do that. Sorry, I thought the whole thing was down there.
Well, I mean, it did, but it got dragged down.
Okay.
So rather than it falling down, it got dragged down because it appeared underneath. The ground disappeared underneath Leva and the camel.
All right.
Also, we don't have our mount anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I already said Braxon was planning to tie the rope to the back axle.
Okay, well let's do that.
What about Braxon and Ockar help maneuver the wheels up as it comes over the edge?
I'm just going to pull it up. I'm pulling it up now.
Hold on. I specifically asked if anyone else was helping in any way, so I'd like to know what other people are doing.
Braxon says to Ockar, let's grab a wheel each and help manipulate the wheels over the edge.
Sure.
So are you two going down the pit, or are you going to be at the top and trying to guide it once it gets up to the lip?
I was planning to be up the top and guide it.
Okay, all right. Lafdul, you've also tied a rope to try and keep it straight, kind of thing. Is that what your goal was?
Yeah, I was going to do it from the back and try and balance it.
Okay.
But I don't think I could do it alone.
Well, no, but I mean, Higgimus is pulling. You're more trying to.
Yeah, I'm to align it.
Use the your strength and stuff. Your goal is to try to keep it straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want help?
I'm gonna help Higgimus pull it up.
I'll come and help you.
All right, Higgimus, give me a D20 plus your strength.
Plus my strength?
Yeah.
Like my strength score?
Yeah. I would have assumed that Higgimus has tied the... Oh, you mean afterwards, Lafdul. All right. Okay,
yeah.
So... Higgimus, you did tie the rope to yourself, right? like around your waist, and then you're holding onto it while backing up, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I assumed correctly. Okay. It's slow going, but with the help of everyone else, it slowly does come up. As soon as the wheels are at the edge, Ockar and Braxon guide it, make sure that it's got a solid foot on top, and you do get the cart back up out of the hole.
Lafdul's gonna go over to Lever. What spell was that?
What do you mean? What spell was that?
You made a hole. That seems kind of a useful spell. Why don't you do that more often?
Well, I didn't try to make a hole.
Really? Oh, that's a shame. Could be quite a useful spell.
I agree, but I think it's uncontrolled. You know, sometimes things don't work out the way I want them to work out. That was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Are you having this conversation aloud?
Well, Lafdul's making small talk.
So yes, we are having it aloud.
Now, all of this was pretty exhausting. If you want to, you could just say,
Yep.
Let's.
That's
set
why
up
I was
camp here,
kind of like,
because-
I know Higgimus wanted to bring the wagon out, but I was like, just keep the wagon down there for the night. Because
Well,
we're
no,
gonna
I
need.
mean,
Well,
yeah,
we've
but
got to get it out anyway.
better to get it out
Yeah.
now, be tired, rest, and hope that you're refreshed the next day, rather than rest and then have to do that exertion
But
and
there's
then walk.
spells that make it easier.
Huh?
So, have we got the wagon all the way out yet?
Yes, the wagon
Yeah.
is entirely
the wagon's out.
Right.
and
Okay.
you've dragged it away. It's positioned far enough away from the hole that it's not like gonna.
I wonder
accident
if
on
we
it, fall
should
down.
update the map,
Repacked
and
it.
I'll say there's a hole on after so many miles
Have we repacked the wagon?
Yeah, that's fine.
with a
Okay, so
empty barrel.
Braxton's going to take some water out of his water skin and put it into his mug, and ask Lafdul if he'll put his dagger in the mug.
Sure, you want me to freeze the water? Yeah, I will freeze the water.
Well, not all the way frozen.
Mm-mm.
And
No,
then he's
it
gonna.
freezes. Like if you
Yeah.
stick that in there,
It's
you can't
not-
chill the water. You can freeze the water.
Yeah, it's not enough water to not entirely freeze.
So, have we determined if Braxton can repair the barrel or not?
Well, I was
No.
going to say that Braxton takes round cold water to everyone, but you're saying it's literally a block of ice.
Yeah.
And
Actually, I don't think it would freeze because it's the cup that keeps it in. It's at the same temperature that whatever liquid was put in it.
Yeah, but that's assuming no external force is acting on the water.
Oh, okay.
it's just going to stay as a block of ice forever.
It will maintain
Until
its
you get it
temperature.
out, yeah.
I would not try that then.
Yeah, that's not going to melt.
Okay, so
You got
Braxton's
a
gonna
flaming
go,
sword.
That's a bit too much. Yeah, so Braxton's going to take his flaming sword,
Hack it in half.
and no, he's not going to hack it in half. He's
Sounds
going
like a Braxton
to.
thing to do.
He's going to try to gently touch the top of the water for a split second.
I don't think I got answer to the question I had before, though.
What's your question?
What was the question?
I asked, is it possible for Braxton to repair the barrel?
He's
Oh.
not
Yeah.
sure yet. He hasn't.
Braxton hasn't tried yet. He's wants to have a cold drink of water for everyone first, and then try it.
I'm just gonna drink from my canteen. That's fine.
Assuming Ald doesn't make me chop my mug in half.
He's probably gonna do it just to mess with you.
No, you don't chop the mug in half, but you do quickly heat the water up, as opposed to just melt it.
Now it's boiling.
Remember that thing when you rapidly heat and freeze containers?
Yeah, so he was just trying to touch it for a split second. Okay, anyone want to cook the meat in boiling water?
No.
Boiled meat, yum.
Yeah, much better than fried or anything like that.
Okay.
I've got a little bit of wax on my character because I use it as a spell component, but I don't think it's really enough.
All right. Well, first of all, are you guys thinking that you are gonna basically set up camp here and not continue on? Okay.
Cool.
Is that good with everyone, or does anyone have an argument for pushing on?
Fine.
Braxon says, "How about we set the tarp up over the hole?
Yeah,
and
we
I
just
try
camp in the hole.
I can try repairing the barrel in the hole."
But then we can't use the hole to carry the water.
No, I just meant I could be out the sun while I'm trying to repair it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could all. Can we all sleep in that hole? Is it big enough?
Big enough for your cart.
Yeah, it's big enough.
For a cart, it's big enough for us, so we could set up a makeshift shelter in there.
Yeah.
It's a very good shelter, in my opinion.
Yeah, Leva, you should do this every evening.
Create a big hole by accident.
But maybe not actually underneath us.
Is there anything special in this house?
As I'm the one who fell into that hole, no, I don't think I want to do this again. Sorry, but no.
You just want a ring that stops you from falling down fast.
All right, so everyone else is gonna sleep down there. Leva's gonna sleep up outside of it.
No, but I'm not gonna fall into it.
What's that fall into?
Right. So Braxton's not a barrel carpenter, a cooper, but can he try his ship's carpentry to try to repair the barrel?
Having the materials.
Try it. I'll let you roll, and then I'll tell you whether it's succeeded or not.
Yeah, I bet there'll be a penalty or something.
If you got something that will give you an aid, then mention it.
Right.
Oh, hell no.
No, the barrel's too far gone.
Okay.
You would need to actually replace some of the panels.
So
we can't do that with firewood.
We're gonna have to make something to take the place of the barrel now.
All right. So this goes back to the thing I had before. I have a tarp that has like a water repellent to it. We just have to dig a little hole. And
you have a big hole.
Hold on. And
Sorry.
fill up the and line the tarp or line the hole with the tarp, and then cast our spells into that, and then fill up our water jugs from there. That's just what we'll have to do.
Good. I guess I'm gonna have to start using the water skins that I have now too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically we have to fill all our containers up. And we got two means of doing it. I mean, I've always got my crate, food, and water in Higgimus Scots. We can every 12 hours we got that. So.
All right, so you're gonna settle down to camp using the hole to sleep in.
No, but do you know any spells that would repair the barrel?
Spells to repair the barrel.
Oh, can I do spellcraft on warp wood to reverse it to straighten wood?
Could she try using alternate reality on the barrel?
It's too late for that.
Yeah, it's too late. I thought of it. But even then it was too late.
So, Lafdul, yes, if the wood were just warped, you could do that. But
it's
some of the panels have actually broken.
Would it benefit at all?
No.
Alright. Because that just...
there are spells that could repair that. I don't believe anyone knows them.
Oh, me.
Yeah, mending.
No, none of that.
No.
Well, we have an alternate way of holding waters, doing water stuff, and I have like 4 water skins.
Also, the barrel is intact enough that you could use the tarp to line it.
I was just about to ask that.
So, I mean, whether that would be, whether you'd be able to carry water with you, that might, you don't know that. But, I mean, definitely if you're just going to create the water for, like the point is to just have it there for a few minutes to fill up water skins, you wouldn't need to dig a hole. You could just line the car,
Could I
only have 2 water skins.
Yes.
Could I use warp wood or the reverse straighten wood to make replacement parts for Braxon?
No, because
Or
The
if I
warp-
straighten wood, then you can.
From where are you getting
Whistle
the wood
away.
from?
Yeah, but you don't have the proper boards. You got firewood, but that's not the proper boards.
Yeah, well, this is meant to be makeshift.
Right, but you can't make a makeshift barrel.
It has to be watertight, and
Yeah.
it's really hard. And like,
Question?
Yeah?
The spell. Oh, how do you pronounce this? Dormage Iron Sack?
Drawmage's iron sack, yeah.
Could that be used to make a watertight interior to the barrel?
I don't know. I don't remember the details of the spell. Hold on.
If we make a bag with the top, an affected sack is protected as if the interior were completely lined with an inch-thick solid steel. However, they say one normal sack or backpack.
Yeah, you'd have to use an actual backpack then, or a sack.
Hey,
Could we
Yeldan.
make a sack out of the top and call it a sack?
No.
And it would work?
No.
No. Okay. Pity.
Could Yeldan make more water skins out of the stomachs of these creatures? Would he know how to do this? I mean, I've mentioned it.
No,
to
he
him.
definitely would not. He would not have the even
I
if he
don't
could
have the
preserve
tools.
the hide well enough to
Alright.
get it back. He doesn't have the tools to make water skins.
Yeah. I don't have the tools to do it here. So I
If
do
he
know
was
how
a
to make
bard,
water
he could-
skins. These I point out the 2 water skins I own. Those I made myself.
So Leva, I would say if the thing itself was waterproof, then yeah, but otherwise no. I mean, because the point is that I mean, the point of the spell is to, like, you can put glass vials into a sack, cast this on it, you could put it down, and Higgimus could come up with his maul and would not be able to smash the stuff inside, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or at least have a much harder time to do so. So no, it wouldn't make it waterproof.
Okay.
I've got a couple of questions about the dead creatures that are still near us.
Okay.
First one is, are the claws any good?
Any
Are they
good
like
for what?
tiny? For chopping off and trying to sell.
Preserve them.
They're not particularly big. They're definitely rending claws as opposed to like digging claws.
Right.
So they're thin and sharp, but not like broad and gougy or something like that. So
Braxon says to Yeldan, do you think we could chop the feet off these things and do something with the claws?
We're not gonna get to keep anything. I'll remind them.
Well, we'll get to keep some of them if we take lots.
I mean, if you brought back
Yeah,
10 duplicates of the same thing, like 10 individual
only gonna want
claws, and
one.
say, can we keep 5 of them, kind of thing? You know, I mean, at least then you're giving them some and keeping some of yourself. I mean, maybe they'll
True.
agree to it.
The other thing Braxton says is, I think we should get enough of this meat that we want to try cooking, and then maybe drag the other corpses away from where we're going to sleep, so that we don't wake up surrounded by some sort of
predator.
vermin.
Or yeah,
No.
carrion.
Yes, Lafdul?
If I were to use plant growth for the second effect, it makes plants more vigorous, etc. I mean, would it make anything that I would assume it would need something that's already growing in the area?
Yeah.
All right. Never mind.
All right, so you want to try to cook up some of the meat, dispose of the bodies, and then
Yep.
make camp, kind of thing?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm busy
Lafdul's
doing
gonna
other
make a
So
whistle out of some of the bones as well.
All right, what was that,
Do you have enough?
Yeldan?
I'm doing the leatherworking stuff. Making camp. I rolled for it.
Yeah, the 12 or the 10.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you were able to scrape enough of the meat off of it and lay it out. It's certainly like by the morning, you'll realize that it's preserved enough to get back, and you can see what it is. But it really wouldn't be good for turning into any actual leather armor or leather sacks or anything like that. So it's more.
I wasn't trying for that. I was just
Yeah.
making sure so they had something to study.
Right, and
back
and,
then.
and that's and you think it's good enough for that, or at least you hope it's good enough for that.
Mm-hmm.
So the watch is going to be Ockar, Yeldan, Higgimus, and Braxon.
Hang on, these. What was this creature? Are these like sand lizards or?
You can call them whatever you want.
Alright,
Sand. Lizard. That look
I'm
like
going to call them sand lizards. Rock sand lizards.
To give us a little bit of reprieve, I'm going to do the ring thing again.
Oh, so you can just put a ice wall at the top of the pit.
We got tarp there though.
Rather than having to do the dome.
Who's?
I'm not sure exactly what your goal is here, Higgimus.
My ice dome thing for our camp.
Right,
To
but
give us a little bit.
people are sleeping 20 feet underground.
Okay,
In a
so
hole.
that's
Like,
not going to help us at all.
Well, I mean,
Or is it-
you're all. So keep in mind that the sun is at an angle above the horizon. Like, to a certain extent, it's still kind of like early morning height. You're 20 feet down. The sun is never getting down that far. Ever.
Doesn't mean it's not hot still.
No, but you got a lot of shade.
I was thinking along the lines of like air conditioning type of thing.
I mean, you could certainly try something like that.
You'd only have to cover the top of the pit too.
Or you could cover one wall.
And it will cool us off for a little bit.
Yeah, let's do that for a little bit.
How many people are suffering from the lack of good rest?
It's me and Braxon.
Yeah, and Braxon's a bit less healthy than he was before.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Wait.
Yep.
Deep pocket.
your
level
your old
variation.
one is still going strong. I mean, you only traveled for
Okay.
about 3 hours, so.
Oh, okay.
I will mention to Yeldan there's only 2 days left on the temporary healing potion. I'm going to make a couple more, just so you know. He's the last one with him.
Okay.
I am casting Aura of Comfort on myself for level when we do sleep, and I will cast Aura of Comfort on Ockar as well.
All right.
When who's going for the first the sleep shifts at them two, because I'll be casting on the first one that's going on the sleep shifts.
Ockar probably.
Yeah, Ockar has first watch, Braxon has last watch.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then I would be casting on Braxon because he's going to have the most rest period before he gets woken up.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. The ice wall, helping to cool down the pit, along with it just being in perpetual shadow, helps quite a bit. It is substantially cooler even after the ice wall vanishes. It is substantially cooler down there. So Higgimus, Ockar, and Yeldan, give me Constitution checks with a -4 bonus. So roll with a -4, so you're more likely to get below.
Never forget, Oh.
Well, yeah,
Braxton's got Aura of Comfort.
Yeah.
Okay. You all sleep very well, comparatively. Since the Radolian forces dropped you off, you have not had a better night's sleep than you just did.
I was to say, Ockar, did you use your lay on hands today?
No.
Because there's 2 people that are shit. I'm just trying to min-max the healing.
Okay, I would probably use it on Braxon before we go to sleep. Lay in hands, so that's 14 to him before we sleep.
Plus 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, keep going on.
All right. And you all wake up the next morning feeling comparatively refreshed.
+1 hit point?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we get that con back?
Yeah. Everyone's constitution is back up to normal.
Okay, so...
Lafdul, what's that for?
That was a misclick, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Does that also affect my current HP?
Yeah, since you're resting and your constitution restored, you'd gain that the hit points back from your that you lost.
Okay.
For being low on constitution.
Cool.
Same goes for anyone else who lost some. All right, so.
Oh right. So that means Braxon will be back up to max.
Yep.
I'm close to max.
All right. I think with that we'll take our break. Actually, before we do that, let's just get any spells cast.
Yeah.
You're going to do the normal 4 endure colds, 2 auras of comfort.
Yeah, and this time I do not have a back. If it fails on Higgimus, and I'll just have to use a scroll.
Wait, don't you mean endure heat?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, endure heat.
I'm used to saying the other one. All right, Higgimus is good. And
Oh yeah, ration.
Yeah, the ration's gone down.
Yep, everyone does use up some rations. So deep pockets.
All right, you have a single day left on your potion, yeah.
I know.
I'm creating 3 more temporary healing potions. I think the wrong button.
Leva, who are you casting strength on?
Braxon.
Oh, thank you.
Braxon, you're at 1840.
1840.
And then Mount. Okay. All right. So you get all of your spells cast. What?
How much water does a normal water skin hold?
1 gallon.
1 gallon.
So Yeldan, who did you give your potions to?
He hasn't. He's keeping them.
Oh, good.
I'm making 3 more as well. Anyway, so I'm writing in the thing so I can keep track of them.
All right. So with a new camel, you guys get underway, and we'll pick that up when we come back after the break in about 10 minutes or so.
Cool.
So we'll be right back.